Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Previously, we met Sirhan Dogan, a prisoner in a solitary confinement cell, separate from the others, and he is an assassin who is infamous for sicking a big, large black dog on his victims. And that's quite curious because Frank Sott testified that he saw a big black dog, belonging to Dogan even, with its jaws clamped around the neck of the victim. However, that said, while I don't think Sott is incorrect in saying what he saw, or is lying, I think it's not as cut and dry as that. My theory, I think, is that I think the dog, Anubis, is well trained enough that I think it was actually just posing. I think it was just posing. It opened its mouth and put its mouth around Knightley's neck on the ground, but I don't believe the dog is the killer. I think the dog was specifically trained or sicked to just make that pose to create an impression of what happened. What I'm saying is, I think it's staged. I think the dog staged it. I don't believe the dog really took Knightley's life, especially because he has a neck brace surrounding his entire neck. I don't think the dog could bite through that. I mean, even if it is huge. Anyway, we're in Knightley's holding cell over in the detention center looking for clues, so let's look around. Yeah, what's up? There are so many things in this cell. Yes, although they don't all appear to be Knightley's personal belongings. There's also a collection of books that belong to this cell. Wow! This might not be such a bad place to live in after all. If you want to spend the night here, I won't stop you. Thanks, but no thanks. But since we're here, we might as well learn everything we can. Alright, let's begin our investigation of the holding cell. Chess seems to be popular here. Yeah. Knightley even brought in a chess set. No, from what I've seen, the only people who have an interest in chess are Knightley and that man. That man? Oh, you mean that scary guy? Indeed. Those two had a shared interest in chess. Is that just a coincidence? We know that Dogan is writing correspondence letters with at least one other person. They could have been in contact. Good work. Yes, sir. It's fine. You don't have to keep an eye on us, Kay. As you can see, we are the great thieves of justice. Uh-huh. There is no we here. Huh. The reflection in the mirror. Oh my god, it's our viewpoint. Oh, it's a security camera. A great thief's arch enemy. I guess they don't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for a detention center to be kind to thieves. Guard. I would like you to check the footage of this security camera. If you find any problems, report it to me at once. Understood, sir. Okay, well, that is going to be interesting. God, it feels like it's been forever since we actually had security footage to watch. Actually, no, there were some choice photos from a security camera in the final case of the previous investigations game, so what am I talking about? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Actually, we'll back out of this. For all I know, this could be all that's left to look at, really. We'll save that for last. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I can't stop thinking about Animal Crossing. Okay, there's dust on the floor. Something seems off. The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? Aha! Something spilled. I caught that even from before we looked at this close-up. It seems strange that only the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. It's Horace Knightley's suit. According to the results of my investigation... What did you find out? A man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favorable impression with the ladies. Oh, next time I'll investigate men who look good in frills. Please don't bother. Huh? This newspaper. It's missing a few pages. They appear to be torn out. Oh, wow. I thought it was just curled backwards. It is torn. Huh. Why would someone tear out the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag? Clean the cell? It's quite possible. Windows with iron bars. There are no signs of tampering. It doesn't look like the criminal could have escaped through here. Aha! What if these iron bars are removable? Let me inspect them for future reference. Okay, now's not the time for that. We're in the middle of an investigation. It's not as dirty as I thought it would be. And the toilet paper shows no signs of use. Looks like there are no problems with the toilet. Ah, there's a huge problem. What's the problem? It's totally awkward having the toilet out in the open like that. They need to think more about the end user. This facility wasn't designed with the spirit of service in mind. Dude, I am the shyest pooper you do not even know. Anyway. A breakfast menu? It looks like it's behind closable iron bars. Mr. Edgeworth, is this a dining menu? You can choose your daily meals in this detention center. However, unless you have the money, you won't be able to choose what you want to eat. In the end, the world revolves around money. Doesn't this mean that the rich won't have to reflect on their crimes? Yeah, too true. Yes, well, those who come here haven't been declared guilty yet. There are a few good people who don't need to reflect. Probably. It sounds like you're just making excuses for them, Mr. Edgeworth. Irk. Why should I have to come up with excuses for the detention center? Let's see, I think that's like a steak, fried eggs, a salad, omurice, tempura shrimp, and curry. I think. That's what it looks like to me. What are these books? There are a lot of books here. Oh, what's this? The Wonderful Warden of Ours? The Hound Whistler? The Animal Shack Redemption? Mr. Knightley, he was a surprisingly good person. No, the detention center provides these books for the visitor's own edification? 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 Like, edifice? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that word. These books are supposed to help you grow as a human being. Prison Life for Dummies. These books were written by model prisoners and former inmates. Oh, here's a helpful book. The Great Escape in 80 Days, based on a true story. Oh, check this one out. Crime and Establishment, How to Make Money in Prison. The problems with this detention center may run deeper than I thought. Well, here's what looks like a calendar with a red letter day. Oh, there's something on the desk. It seems to be some kind of memo. Let me take a closer look. Uh-huh. Well then, let's examine it. This is chess notation. It was probably the victim's. What's chess notation? It's a memo that records the positions of the pieces on a chessboard. This is a good match. My next move would be pawn to... No, actually before that. Mr. Edgeworth, this is no time to be playing chess. Ah, you're right. Huh? The positions of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar somewhere else. I should take a closer look at the evidence I've collected. I was gonna say though, nothing here is the letter H. I see K's for king, R for rooks, P's for pawns. But no hound. No hound piece. Though there is a single bishop circled in red. Okay, nothing unique if I look at that specifically. But deduce, that is interesting. I mean... Let me look at the chessboard here. Ah, so... Dogen is playing black. Oh, so... This R, this black R, up in the top, that would be the Kerberos piece. I think I can just deduce anywhere, but we'll try that. Eureka! This chess notation, I've seen it before. You're still thinking about chess. Focus on the investigation. Focus. Chess is quite important to this investigation. Okay, have a look at this. Are these the chess pieces from Dogen's cell? I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you notice anything? Oh! I don't know anything about the different chess pieces. But if you flip the board around, the positions of the chess pieces are completely the same. Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Kerberos chess piece. The positions of the other chess pieces are identical. Oh, what's going on here? I always play correspondence chess. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Oh, are you saying he was playing against Mr. Knightley? With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. But why? Why did Knightley circle Dogen's bishop? So his next move So Dogen moved his bishop to g2. That's where it is right now. Oh, maybe it's just highlighted in red because that highlights what the new change is. So Knightley's next move would have been pawn to g6. Wait. Move a pawn right there? Is that... Isn't that an illegal move? I thought pawns can only ever move one space upwards. Unless they're in their starting position, which is on, like, the second row. Like, when they start on their second row, they can move 2 spaces, but after that, they just have to move 1. So pawn to g6... Wait. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Knightley is white. That's totally what... Yeah, oh god. Here I was about to big brain this and say that this illegal move is surely a sign that they're actually communicating bullshit to get by the readers who check every letter and communicate some special kill. But no, I was just dumb. Knightley is white. The white Knightley. That's a legal move. Never mind. Well, I think it's time for some logic then. Time to think a thought. Gonna thunk it real good. The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Did someone spill grape juice here? Grape juice would stain the hell out of that floor. I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can't imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely it was this torn-up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guards if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. He pooped on the floor. That is my leading theory. So, this is what our investigation turned up. It seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen. This is terrible? Huh? What happened? The security camera recorded something terrible. What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir. I have a portable playback device right here. Wow, incredible technology. Then let me see it right away. Oh my god, it's actually kind of animated. What the hell? Wow. That was actually stunning. That might be the best non-sprite animation in the franchise to date. Wow. That definitely looked like something heavy latched onto his upper body. This black thing has got to be that doggy, right? Up until this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. But it appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was... the holding cell.
Take that!
It was the detention center. And furthermore, he was attacked by Dogen's dog. I think it's still way too early to call that. For all I know, he might have been struggling to take off his jacket It's also black. This is the decisive evidence. I need to look at that again immediately. I can't? Oh, come on. I watched the person directly, but in the corner of my eye, I saw something in the reflection of the mirror. I wanted to see what that is. If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a new meaning. Which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning if the murder occurred in the holding cell? The bloodstained sheet? Or we could ask, how did the black dog get out of the prison, but... I think it's the sheets. Yes, the meaning of this evidence. Mr. Edgeworth? Why have you gone quiet all of a sudden? It's nothing. I'm overthinking this. Was I? If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found, in the cell takes on a new meaning. The wiped floor. For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible they were wiping away bloodstains. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask you for one more favor? What would that be? There should be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center of the prison. I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me. Yes, sir. This should corner that old coot. No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved from here to the prison. That's true, but once we figure that out, where should we check out next, Mr. Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. Alright, let's continue our... Yeah! Yeah! It's ya boy! Oh, sorry to intrude. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady. Fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilon Lang, an Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country of Zhenfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Just some boring work, nothing you need to know about. Ha! On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. Huh? You came alone today, Agent Lang? Okay, his assistant is kind of occupied. Usually, he'd have a huge police force with him. Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days. I can't help but notice that he didn't answer that. He dodged the question. These past few days, is he referring to the incident with the Zhenfa president? I would have thought he'd be involved in his security too. Heh, our president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why he brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, if you and your subordinates had been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me. Did he get demoted? They're not with you. Funny. Looks like a real lone wolf now. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. There goes my hero.
Mr. Lane, I wonder what happened.
Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let us continue with our own investigation.
Got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions.
Well, I've already been around here. Can I go in here? This door leads to the surveillance room.
Surveillance? Does this mean we're being watched? You'll have to tone down your shenanigans, Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What are you trying to accuse me of? Shenanigans, she says.
Yeah? What's up? I found it. The weak point of this facility.
Oh? Please, enlighten me.
There are lots of people here, so it feels like you're constantly being watched. However, there are still many blind spots we can use to hide and avoid detection. All we have to do is aim for those blind spots. We can do it.
I won't even ask what it is exactly that you plan to do. More importantly, I feel like there are still a few blind spots to this case. I'll need to gather more information.
Mr. Lane looked kind of lonely without all of his subordinates.
Indeed. It appears that the Republic of Zhenfa has its own issues to deal with. But he has decided to follow the path that he has chosen, and the same goes for us.
You're right. First, we must solve this case. After it's all over, we can go cheer Wolfie up.
Well, I'll think about it. I don't even know where he's staying at. It's been a while since we presented anything to Kay. Wonder if she has anything to say about the footage.
That was some amazing footage.
The instant of the murder. This could be a powerful clue.
But we can't see the victim's face.
Indeed. Yes, that is a problem. At this rate, we can't call this a decisive piece of evidence.
Oh, I see. If you cover your face, the security cameras can't catch you. If I covered my face, I could sneak into any place I wanted.
Besides your face, shouldn't you also do something about your attire?
No can do. After all, wearing this outfit is the policy of the Yatakarasu.
Then, what is the point of covering your face?
I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose what we want to steal.
I guess she doesn't consider this valuable. Nothing for the memo.
I've been thinking about it. Since we still haven't found the murder weapon, maybe there wasn't one to begin with.
Oh, that's an interesting way of thinking. Then how was the victim murdered?
What are you talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? If there is no murder weapon, then no one actually died.
Kay, I understand how you're feeling, but we must not avert our eyes from the reality before us.
You're right. Mr. Knightley, he really is. Mr. Edgeworth,
No, I'm pretty sure Knightley is just Knightley.
You've got to catch the guy who did this.
Nothing for the bracelet. Surely something for the dog.
Just looking at him gives me the creeps.
So there are things that you're scared of, Kay.
Well, of course. The police, security guards, sirens, there's lots of things.
Normally, those things give you a sense of security. But we are in America, so...
Well, I'm not a normal girl.
Boy, I'm being salty today, aren't I?
That's because
I'm the great thief, right?
Mr. Edgeworth, please don't steal my lines.
That felt kind of nice. Oh no, the addiction begins. I think that's all. Come to think of it, we really haven't actually investigated this, have we? We've been here lots of times and we never got to look around. It's a security gate with a metal detector.
Don't you feel nervous whenever you pass through one of these?
Yes.
It's like how you get nervous when you see a policeman, but you've done nothing wrong.
Perhaps you get nervous around the police because you're the self-proclaimed great thief. These are the guards' lockers.
I bet they keep their uniforms and snacks inside.
Why snacks?
If it were me, I'd definitely put snacks in there.
I don't know where you get that air of confidence. I'll talk to the dudes last. A bunch of trophies are lined up here.
I'd like to hand out one of these trophies sometime.
What kind of person would receive a trophy from a great thief?
Obviously, the rope escape champion. Oh, but if they actually held a contest, I'd be the champion.
Look at that sprite. Yeah, throw your head back and guffaw. Where would you hold such a contest? This leads to the office.
There's a sign that says no entry. It's human nature to want to sneak in whenever you see a no entry sign.
And it is human reason that suppresses those urges. Nothing for the door. Huh. Anything for the portraits up there? No. Okay. You, report. This is a difficult case. What's wrong? Is something troubling you? Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing. But I'm certain that I placed it in this locker.
Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere?
What kind of logic is that?
In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you for your support. Uh-huh. Someone wore a disguise. You there, have you seen a black dog around here? Of course not. If I had actually seen it, I wouldn't be standing around here so carefree.
Did something happen with that doggy?
Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dogen's dog didn't come by the detention center. Oh, there you are. Raymond? Yeah. The way he saunters reminds me of, God, there are so many, like, old-school anime characters who would just saunter so carefree like that. Like, I'm picturing Lupin the Third, or maybe Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. I've never seen either of those, mind you. Okay, well, actually, I did watch, like, the first 5 or 6 episodes of Cowboy Bebop, and I actually bounced right off it. I didn't like that show, which is astounding to me because... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm just not one for sci-fi. I don't like Star Wars either. Oh wait, what? Okay, what sci-fi do I actually like? Oh, there's gotta be something. Wow, I am blanking. Maybe I just really don't like sci-fi as a genre. Oh, there's gotta be something. Like maybe a video. Oh, I like Star Fox. I like Star Fox. I like it when the R-wing goes pew pew. Yeah, that's a good time. Mr. Shields, where did you go? Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys the whole time. Walking all around the prison is hard work, you know.
That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction.
I've got some new information. You want to hear it, do ya? He sure changed the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. It seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? Know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell, naturally the guard escorted Knightley back to his cell. While the guard was unlocking his handcuffs, all of a sudden Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. It seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. It's strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital while he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So, in the end, we still don't know what happened. Huh. It's you? That voice. Ugh. These two. What are you still doing hanging around here? Well, you see, this is my assistant. Are you here to object our investigation and make me into a laughingstock? You're already one. Quest 64.
Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for.
Oh, that's cute. He's new, so he's gonna get the terminology wrong. Oh, that's actually cute. In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure meeting you again, Judge Courtney.
I know. You are Simon Key's defense attorney, are you not?
Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Okay, seriously, what is this bit? He asks everyone for a hug. I feel like there's a story behind this. Or maybe not.
Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago. Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth law offices. Prosecutors are civil servants. To open a side business is to betray the goddess of law.
As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. Miles here is a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office isn't to make money. We're pro bono.
What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment.
I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes.
There's no need to...
Is that a challenge against me? No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney. I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you will fall like the rest. I haven't said anything yet, but this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasons for arresting Mr. Keyes?
I see no need to inform you.
I didn't read that in time. Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run around in circles against this useless prosecutor. It's... run circles around this prosecutor. I think you mean run circles around me. Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, actually, I really like this dude now. He is adorable.
So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man?
The answer is simple, yes. We found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple? Perfectly decisive? Right. Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best.
How am I supposed to go about pressing that?
How's that? Got nothing to say? Speechless in my presence. This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keyes, I take it. Mr. DeBest, do you have the right to do such a thing? Well, obviously it was the police who carried out the arrest. But since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest? As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is she thinking? So, you want to know my reasons for arresting that man? Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right? What? Do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keyes, no doubt about it. I expected he'd at least understand that much. Obviously, we had a fatal reason for arresting Simon. Really, that's quite a surprise. So, what is this fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. I love that hop backwards.
We have found vital evidence implicating Simon Keyes. That's what Sebastian was trying to say.
Yes, so because of this fatal vital evidence, I had Simon arrested. The answer is simple, yes, we found traces of that guy over there. That guy? Over there? That's certainly vague. Well, don't they say, the best hears one thing and understands 10? No? You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly.
Sebastian, if it's all right with you, would you please explain it to them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
All right, if you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that suspect Simon Keyes' fingerprints.
Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the goddess of law.
Yeah, but we know that Simon just brought it from Knightley's home.
Please amend your testimony. Are you all right with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
Yes. Okay, I know what evidence to use here, but I want to press everything because I want to see all the dialogue from this guy. He's the best. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Wait, pun not intended. Oh my god. The victim carried a chessboard. From it, we found Simon Keyes' fingerprints. Surely it wasn't you who discovered the fingerprints. Hey, I'm just a prosecutor, aren't I? I leave that stuff to the forensics team. These fingerprints could be a problem, but wasn't the chessboard originally? Maybe I should take another look at the evidence. How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? What's perfectly simple and decisive is how flimsy your testimony is. What are you saying? You just can't keep up with my train of thought. It may be presumptuous of me, but allow me to explain. The fingerprints found at the scene belong to the guards and the prisoners. And the only ones that should not have existed belong to Simon Keyes. Yes, exactly. Do you get it now, Mr. Edgeworth? The real question is, do you get it? The other prints belong to the victim and the guards. Yes, only Simon's prints are unnatural. If there are other people's fingerprints, then there should be more suspects. Oh, I'm afraid that's not possible. And why is that? Certainly, if not for Simon Keyes' prints, there would have been more suspects. However, his fingerprints should not have existed. That's right. After all, Simon is neither a prisoner nor a guard, so naturally he wouldn't have been allowed into the prison. And yet he left his fingerprints. I think that's enough reason for an arrest, wouldn't you say? Yes, well done, Justine. You're welcome. Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. First one to notice. Do you have any proof? I noticed it the very instant I saw the crime scene. He is trying so hard. Faster than the speed of light, that's the best kind of proof. And what does that prove? You still don't understand. But don't feel too bad, you're simply not the best, unlike me. I don't think I want to understand. My reasoning is faster than light. It'd take you a light year to get it. In short, I am the best. Look, I've played Pokemon. I know Brock's gym. Light year's a measurement of distance, not time. You do realize that a light year is not a measure of time. Oh? Sebastian, a light year is a unit of distance. Oh, right. What? This isn't the time for this. What is he saying? It's really vague and hard to understand. First, I'll have to teach him how to speak a language people can understand. Teach it to him, Professor Edgeworth. Professor Edgeworth, that has a ring to it. Right. Fingerprints on the chessboard. Brought it to him at his request.
Objection!
Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that the ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve. Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well then, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place. So it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. Wag! That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash. To begin with, this incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon just because he isn't a prisoner or a guard is a little unreasonable. Oh! What? What's with him all of a sudden? I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash. You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? He was stuck on that? Sure, I was the first to lay eyes on him. And I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or a prisoner, but...
Overruled!
Sebastian? Judge Courtney. Oh, what are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? The best part? Why don't you tell him about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon? Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth listened to my first-rate reasoning. Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes? I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Judge Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? Round 2. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony. It's the best reasoning you can get from prosecutor the best. How do you like that? He messed up his own name. Now he's mixing up the best with his own name. But could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prisoner? You'll find a good place if you examine the inside of the chessboard. Yes, thank you, we need to look at that. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? Oh! Oh-ho! Finally. As I thought, there are only chess pieces inside. Wow, I see you, game. Those are the same models as what is in the logic chess minigame. Wow, what an annoying laugh. Inside the chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. Is there a false bottom? Let's see. Yeah, I see kings and queens and pawns and rooks and knights and bishops. All the pieces seem to be in order, but how about the roof? The top panel is removable. It's quite deep. Yes, there's more than enough room to hide a small knife. Understand now? This is how the culprit smuggled in the... Humph? What's with the humph? I wasn't even finished. Mr. De Pest, there is something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Eh? Well, there is, but... He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember? Oh, yeah, that's it. I remember now. It looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held, even from the very beginning. That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Uh-huh. So I assume as a package it was manually looked at by a human, but the inspector never found the hidden chamber. Oh god, the security gates become evidence now. Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist. You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination? It's as if we were in the courtroom. Very well, his reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. We'll have to check that next time. This guy has won me over. He's not just a spoiled brat. He is also dumb of ass. I love it. I think this character is like 99% self-centeredness, 1% actually well-meaning. I don't think he's like a bad guy, you know? Justine certainly rubs me the wrong way. But Sebastian here... No, I think he's just kind of an asshole. Yeah, well, wow, the plot is certainly thickened. I swear, that videotape, that footage, it is not what it seems. Miles and Kay were suspiciously too eager to go with the perception of it that he was attacked by a dog. That it was even Knightley, that was called into question. They couldn't see Knightley's face. It could have been anyone, technically. And for that matter, what about the stolen uniform? Maybe Knightley assaulted that guard because when he was finished being escorted into a cell, Knightley turned around and saw the guard, well, the person wearing the guard outfit, and recognized them. Maybe he freaked out and attacked them in like self-defense, going like, "Oh God, it's you! I need to get away. This ain't right." Man, this case has a lot going on at once, and I can already tell it is going to be extremely satisfying to put all the puzzle pieces together. I feel like we're cresting the hill on that. I feel like we have nearly every piece. I mean, we still have other rooms to check out, the floor plans. Like, I need to look in the warden's office. And whatever the hell that weird room is... Oh, no, that would be the courtyard with the stage. Yeah, we need to look around those, but from there, I think we'll have all the puzzle pieces, and from there it'll be just a matter of putting things together, you know? Huh. Oh, man. Ace Attorney is such a good time. I am in love. What a good game this is. I'm having fun. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.